Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Team Spotlight with Beyond Empowerment. Of course, I am always excited to share the great things that our young people are doing. And today we have a special guest, no other than Tracy Jackson. He is a student at Trinity School, and I'm going to share some things that he is doing well as presented by the person who nominated him, as well as family member that shares some things, some great things about him. Tracy's going to give you the inside scoop on which college he chose out of the five colleges that has accepted him. So welcome, Tracy, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well deserved. When I saw the things that you had going on, I said, "Yeah, you are definitely a great candidate, a great student to be spotlighted. You know, for the great efforts that you're doing. You are an example for other people." So, with that being said, let me share some of those great things about Tracy. Of course, I stated that he is a student at Trinity. Tracy also works part time after school by choice. He is on the degree track in school. He's an honor student. He is also a formerly played football. His mother says he has a humorous attitude about him. You know, sometimes he can be silly but fun. He is an only child, so he might be a little bit spoiled. He is a member, and he's proudly representing Save Our Youth under the leadership of Mr. Marcus McGirt. So shout out to Mr. McGirt, who nominated Tracy. Tracy was also a presenter for the Black History program at his school on last year. He's a senior this year. He has a 4.9 GPA. He has been accepted into USC, CCU, Clemson, in North Carolina A&T, and FMU. He has an 1110 SAT score and a 23 ACT score. Tracy, congratulations on all those things that you have going on. What motivates you to do well?
Um, just my background of support. It's like my family has always been there for me. They've set me up in a way that there's no other excuse but to achieve greatness, and that seems like the biggest gift I can give back to them is to excel within as I progress through my life. So that's what
Mhm.
that's a big motivation for me.
Okay, great, great. And I think that is motivation as well to be able to have that support from your family. What is it like for you? I mean, you're an only child. So being spoiled and being an only child, why did you decide to work?
Um, you want to when you go out into the world, you always want to have experience. Whether it's I mean, I work at a grocery store. I mean, you always want to have experience. You always want to be able to. I feel like one job sets you up for the next and the next. I know this isn't the end, but it's always a good place to start at some point in your life. So I decided
Mhm.
early, and plus I like to buy things. I eat a lot, and my mom does food that I eat. So yeah.
Okay. So, with that experience, so you buy things a lot, you eat a lot, but have you learned as far as your things, as far as like preparing for the future with saving and things like that? I know you have all those things down pat from what you representing, what you're wearing today.
Saving is I'm not really a stickler, but I really don't like to spend a lot. I mean, saving look you look into the future of your life. You don't want to be at a place where you're struggling with money, or you went out and bought the Jordans, but you just don't have money saved up. So saving is a big part of what I do. I don't like, unless it's food, but at the same time, I don't like over.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm laughing at your comment. Someone said that you eat a lot. So I know that you have progressed and all these colleges have extended the invitation for you to attend their school. Are you going to release the big news as to which college you will attend?
Yes, like I said earlier, my mom has been low key telling everybody, so I might as well University of South Carolina in the fall.
Okay. University of South Carolina in the fall. You guys have heard it. There has been five colleges that has extended the opportunity to him. And have you already done some research as far as scholarship opportunities? What have you done as far as preparing for that?
Scholarships. I received earlier. I believe it was it last year, earlier in the year, maybe late last year. I received the evening of distinction scholarship by Mr. Isaac Wilson. Um,
Mm-hmm.
as well, I'm a holder for the South Carolina Life Scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
That's state given. I haven't received my financial aid packet from USC, but as far as all the scholarships I've received presidential scholarship from Coastal Carolina. I'm a Coker University scholar. I'm a Presbyterian College Junior Fellow scholar, and I'm a Columbia College scholar. And
Wow.
so, I mean, college isn't cheap. So, and I'm also waiting to hear back on a scholarship that I just applied for, as well as one that my mom's job does. So, I mean, I'm trying.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. If you could share some things, if you could share one thing or a few things with your peers, just to be able to encourage other young people to do well, what would you say to the teens who are watching you today?
Um, I would say two different things. One is don't allow anyone to set limitations for you on what you can and cannot do, uh, because then that's going to throw you off. You know exactly what you're capable of, and you know exactly when you're doing your best. So don't allow anyone to tell you that you can't do this or you can do this. You know exactly what you're capable of doing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
well, one thing I've been working on is don't allow the expectations to bring too much pressure onto you. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
just look at expectations as a good thing, because it's only used to further push you in the right direction, and you're only going to excel if you try to go past the expectations and past the standards. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and for anybody that in school that's a senior like me, don't let the college admissions process get to you. uh
Mm-hmm.
get behind, just do everything. Don't overwork yourself, at the same time get it done. You should do everything in life that you want to accomplish with a get it done attitude, and you will get it done.
Right. Right. So you're still you're in your senior year, and you guys have been impacted by COVID with not with having the stay at home orders, and you've had times when schools were allowed to go back in person. How has that impacted you as a senior?
As a senior, it's not the greatest thing, but it kind of reminds you to not take anything for granted, not taking getting the I mean, if I could go in sophomore year, I would complain about, oh, I gotta go to school, I don't feel like waking up.
Right.
Always like all last year. I mean, I couldn't go anywhere. I had to sit at home and sit on the computer. And after a while, you kind of start to miss, what was normal. And this has been going on for so long, to the point where it's like you want to get back to to what it used to be. So, like I said, just keep working through it. I mean, it's going to end at some point. Nothing bad. Like,
Right.
so,
Mhm.
just keep working through it.
Right, right, right. And I appreciate your positive attitude. I see why you were nominated, and you're definitely a great pick. Hats off to Trinity School. Hats off to your mom. She's a great person. I spoke with her on yesterday. She is very proud. I told you that I could hear it all in her voice as she began to share some things about you. That she's just a proud mom. Um, for the great things that you are doing and that you will continue to do. What's the plans for you after college?
After college, I want to go to graduate school. I want to be a physician's assistant.
Mhm.
I'm planning on applying to, because it's hard to get into PA school. It's really hard. You have to maintain in undergrad like a 3.5 at the minimum, and they're looking for
Mhm.
sevens closer to 4.0. So, um, before I can even think about what I'm gonna do after college, I have to make sure I get a job done in college, and
Mhm. Well, I know you will. I mean, you have a 4.9. Damn. And you're talking about a 3 point something. You already at a 4.9 here at the level where you are now. So you can only continue to go up from here. All the way up. Any final comments or any questions or comments from anyone who is watching today? I'm just very proud. It's just amazing to see a young person who is doing so well in our community and is able to give back in so many different ways. As a leader, he leads in different ways, whether it's in school and also with the Save Our Youth movement. He's leading in that capacity as well. and taking the initiative to work when you didn't even have to. I just appreciate those things, those qualities about you.
Thank
Mr. McGirt said he's proud of you. He's very proud of you. If no final comments, you have any final comments? I'm sorry.
anybody, just for anybody watching, keep working. Um, don't ever get lazy. If you have set goals for yourself and reach them. And if you go with that mindset, you'll reach all your goals and you'll achieve a lot. You know.
That's right. Set those goals and reach them. Well said. Well spoken. And I appreciate you taking the opportunity to share this moment with Beyond Empowerment today. You enjoy the rest of your day.
All right, you too.